Okay, so we're here at TRE4x4 and we're going to be fitting the lockers front and back, and it's all going to be done in the next few days. The car's here. Okay, so we've already taken out the two tires and the two axles on both sides. The front diff has already been removed. Here's a quick It's quite an intensive process. You have to take out both tires and the rods that go in, connect to the diff, and you replace that open diff with the diff with the lockers. So I see Aaron's working quite fast. He's got quite a few things done. Both drive shafts at the back and the front are off. And yeah, we're making good progress. Okay, so this is the front section of the diff housing, and it's a full open diff at the front. So I believe we're going to take this off, and this is going to go on the new diffs that we're putting in. And you can see it all looks in good condition. Okay, so this is the rear diff, and it's full LSD at the back, and at the front it's full open diff. Okay, so the current backlash on the rear diff, stock standard, is 14 mils, and on the front, the backlash is 12 mils. That's the back, that's the front. So that's for the rear, and basically it's in somewhere here, right?
That earring goes exactly on that.
On that piece. Okay, great, great, awesome. Okay, and we can see the pipes have been run. Yeah, so we're working now to fit the pump. Okay, so we're here at TRE4x4 and the lockers have been installed. We've got the air pump fitted over here. A custom mount was made for it to actually hold on nice and tight over here, and we've got the winch behind it. The winch control, which you just got a wireless remote for. It's been wired nicely. I see the air pipe's supposed to go around on this side. The wiring also comes through on this side. Okay, so we're going quickly for a test drive. The TRE lockers have been fitted and we're just checking. I'm here with Andre, the owner of TRE4x4 Africa, and we're just doing a quick test to see that everything's working out smoothly. Okay, so we're just checking the rear lockers. As you can see, it's spinning. The lockers are off. Now we're turning on the lockers. We've turned on the rear lockers. And it's climbing.
You can engage your rear locker and your front locker on the move, even when you're turning. We are turning now. Rear locker on. It engages. It's definitely locked. Now let's do the front. There we go. Locked. See, I wasn't flat on the power, but I wasn't not on the power. Okay.
And when the front locker is engaged, it wants to go straight, right?
It wants to go straight. It's gonna fight you. You'll feel it's engaged.
I hear you. Okay, so currently it's in the off position and we're going to turn on the pump. Okay,
So I'm gonna turn it on.
the pump is on.
Rear locker. You can hear it. Did you hear the click?
Yep, heard the click.
If you put it on again, it's gonna come get the pump on.
Okay.
Basically, the rear will every second time engage your pump. If you put your front on as well, probably the third one. That's how little air your lockers use on this Jimnys. Okay. So if you have that one on, you put this one on, you can hear the thing engage. Engage. There we go.
And it's locked.
And it's locked.
So we've set it up so it can lock independently.
It's
You
set
don't
up-
have to lock the rear first to lock the front.
That's correct. Yeah. So if you're in a situation where you want quick access to your lockers, you can run it. You know that you're going to be in a trail. You're going to be in a situation where you're going to need your lockers without pressing too many switches. I put those two on, and I engage that boy. Immediate lock. If you want to just quickly unlock everything, just put your compressor off. That way, everything else will be unlocked.
Okay. And I know with the e-lockers, usually you have to rotate, you have to reverse slightly or go forward slightly, like half a turn. Is this instant unlock?
This is instant unlock unless you are on full power, then it won't unlock.
Okay.
Okay, so
So
as soon
release
as you
the accelerator and then unlock.
correct, yeah.
Okay, so I'm standing at the front of the Jimny with Andre, the owner of TRE4x4 Africa, and he's just going to explain concerning the pump and the system.
So basically your compressor runs off its own power, comes directly from the battery. There is a big fuse that we fitted in here. It's going to be somewhere in here. There sits the fuse. There's your big fuse down there. That runs the compressor. That's the only power to the compressor. We do not draw any power from the car except for the ignition switch that goes to the switches, and the switches are wired in such a way that once you put your compressor on, it activates the power to your front and back locker. This is just an air switch. It's a solenoid, 12 volt solenoid. It uses 7 watts of power, so it's not excessive, it's very low. These are the new generation. This is also the new generation pump, 160 liter, pumps at 8 bar, 160 liters per minute, pumps at 8 bar. You can at a tire unit here. If you want to pump your tires from this compressor, it is designed to do that as well. Basically, when you put your locker on, it switches from a normally closed position to a normally open position, and your locker will then be locked. These Jimnys don't use enough air that this compressor will come on all the time. This is a little air tank with a pressure switch. So once this pressure switch drops under 4.8 bar, the compressor will come on. So the lockers will use anything between 3.8 and 7.8 bars of pressure to engage completely. I like to put my switches on. My compressor, obviously, when I get to the track in the morning, I'll put my compressor on first things. I'll switch between my front and back locker until I have known that my compressor has built up enough air in the lines that it's a trustworthy system throughout the day. But I would normally flip my rear locker twice every single time I put it on, to make sure that my compressor's got enough air, and I'll do the three switches on when I do the front. In situations where you don't have time for that, guys, just be proactive that you do know that you have enough air in your system. These TRE compressors are very quick. They'll react very quickly. The TRE lockers uses less air than any of the other air lockers out there. It uses like literally 3.8 bars of pressure. Once you get into a situation where you put your locker on and your compressor comes on continually, like brrp, brrp, then you know that you've got an air leak somewhere. To find the air leak is normally very quick. It's either at these air joints or at the where the pipe enters the differential, because of maybe a branch or something that's hit it, or a rock. So yeah, but we do protective layering of plastic right through the piping throughout the cars, so that we know that our vehicles will not cannot get broken.
Okay, Andre, talk to me about the warranty. You mentioned there's a 5-year warranty, and what does someone like me who's just installed this have to do to maintain that warranty?
The warranty is 5 years on the locker itself. On the metal parts of the locker, that's a 5-year warranty. On your compressor and your electronic bits and pieces around the vehicle that we've installed, it's a 2-year warranty. There's no maintenance on it. No maintenance at all. I like to check differential oils for cleanliness, maybe every year. The manufacturers don't tell you this, but you should change your differential oils yearly. It's one of those things. It's one of the parts on these 4x4s that works the hardest. Changing your differential oils would just increase the life of it. When you do a lot of off-roading, you do a lot of water crossings, checking your differential oils after every water crossing, or the day after, or maybe a week after, if you come back from your trip, that's always beneficial to the vehicle itself. But there is absolutely nothing that you can do maintenance-wise except for changing the oils. In the event of a failure, a parts failure on these lockers, I do carry parts here in Port Elizabeth for it. I've got mostly that fail on these lockers that we have found in the past are actually these little fittings, as I said before. That little fitting is the most common failure on these TRE lockers. Further on, I think out of the 150 I've sold, we've broken one, and we've had probably 4 or 5 that came back for O-ring replacements inside the locker. So yeah, they're very good quality. I'll stand by this product all day, every day. Jy trap jou briek tot hy stop. Tot die kar doortrek. Nee, dan staan jy. Stop. Trek jou handbriek. Sit jou kar in die bol. Dan dat sak jy aan.
Okay, rear lockers on. Nice.